Welcome to JackHorny.com show.
Okay, folks. I'm doing this because I've just got home. It's now, as I do this, it's almost 11:30. Now, Mark Field has been suspended after the activist thing. Now, let's go through this. I've gone through it already, why I defend him. And what's interesting is I've listened more and more to what's happened. And the more you hear, the more you realise that he's in the right. Now, first, the reason he's in the right is because at this event, the alarms were going off. Woo, 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 they were going. And there was warning people, there was some activity. Someone had stormed the building or something. So obviously, everyone's on high alert. I mean, you don't know what's going on. In the minds, what's probably going on is people are probably thinking there's a terrorist raid. It must have been absolutely terrifying to have that going on. And suddenly, and we've seen it on the video, so I'm only talking about, I'm not making sort of inventing anything. We see this woman run straight in, and we don't know what, I mean, this is reality. We don't know who she is. We don't know it's a peaceful activity. So he grabs her, just jumps up. Now, apparently he's been in the TA, so he's probably trained to do this. Automatic, you know, because people in the army, they usually go on it, they're quite well trained and they do things automatically. Well, most of us would freeze. That's why most people in that room probably froze. I'd freeze. You know, I mean, we all like to think we would be active, but we don't. We freeze, it's human nature. So he gets up and grabs her and throws her straight out. Now, the result is all the left are whinging. Most of them seem to be Labour supporters. Now, the argument seems to be, oh, she's a woman. Well, and? I think you'll find women can be blow things up, bring in acid, you don't know. Now, by the way, before I go on, I'm not having a go at this woman. She's done well. She seems a really nice lady. I mean, I don't think there's, I've got no criticism for her. I mean, like I say, I support the Green Party, and I don't think this was particularly a good thing to do. And I'll explain why later. So anyway, the left are saying some really bizarre things, and I don't think they realise what they're saying. I've been reading all day, they're saying things like, well, it was peaceful. Yes, it was peaceful, you're correct. But how did anyone know? Unless you mind read. Apparently, some of the left must have the ability to mind read. They must be able to know that something's peaceful. You're better people than me, because I wouldn't know that. If someone stormed in a building when the alarm's going woo, 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 I would be pooping myself, sorry. I wouldn't have a clue what was going on. It must be terrifying. So anyway, and they then go on to say, oh, surely, sorry, my friend's texting me. Surely they say she couldn't be a terrorist because she was white. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? The race, you see, this is where the left give it up. They've all basically posted that a white person or female is not a terrorist. You know, yeah. What in other words, what they're saying is, if you're a dark-skinned person, you must be a terrorist, or more likely to be. I mean, that's the first thing. So what we learned today from the left is that they're actually quite racist. You know, they didn't realise they're posting it. They think because they use the correct PC words, ooh, they're fine. Now, the second thing we learned from the left is that suddenly, while they've been arguing that women have equality and should be treated the same, not now, not in this. She's a woman, they keep saying. Treat her different. Why? If she has acid on her, which again we don't know if she had, She had a bag, by the way, which she admits. She had a bag now full of leaflets. I mean, in her own way, I listened to the interview from her, and she's a nice lady. But she clearly says she went in there, and she had a bag on her, and she was going to hand out leaflets or something. Now, no one else knows what they're up to. Now, the reality is that the security firm there, someone's messed up if they have security, because none of these people should have got in that building like that. I mean, well done to them for getting in, but I mean, they shouldn't have got there. Not that many. One maybe. I mean, this should have passes and all sorts. That should have been really locked down. And I do wonder if the Green protesters actually thought they were going to get that far. So anyway, and she also says she doesn't want to press charges. That was in today's thing. I mean, like I said, she sounded quite pleasant. I mean, she said in her own words, we went in peaceful, and that's the thing. I don't think she or a lot of people understand. None of the people in that room knew what they were. They didn't know they were Greenpeace supporters. They just heard the alarms going, woo, 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 woo. And the second thing we find, I mean, like I said, the second thing is that they believe that women should be treated differently. You know, these are the same people who be arguing that women should be treated equally and have the, you know what I mean, and should be in the army and blah blah blah. Now they're saying conveniently, oh, the victims, and they're stretching it out, because I keep reading that it's promoting violence towards women, as if a woman who's could be a potential terrorist should be stopping her from possibly blowing herself up and being removed is the same as domestic abuse. Well, that's offensive in many ways, because I know some women have been abused by their husbands. It's nothing the same. Absolutely disgusting. But yeah, it's and then today I've just watched a little film from the Greenpeace. Now this is interesting, because they're arguing it's stopping demonstrations or protests. Well, it's not. And in fact, to be perfectly honest, and if anyone from Greenpeace is listening, you should think twice about what happened today, because you're putting people in peril. Somebody could have got shot today. This is not a protest outside, you know, which is what one presumes a protest is. This is going into a building, and I don't know if it's a public building. If not, it's you trespassing. I mean, it's like coming into my house or your house. You just can't do that. And people have the right to defend themselves. That's what the law states. I mean, a security guard today was saying that in his circumstance, he doesn't give a damn if it's a woman or not. He has to presume it's a threat. And he said that he wouldn't have had grabbed her by the neck because she could have moved off. He would have actually grabbed her arm, twisted it round her back, and frog marched her. He was basically saying she would treat too nicely. And again, when he was asked what would you treat her differently, a woman to a man, he says no circumstances. That's a nonsense thing. And the police would have probably to treat her rougher too. So let's not get in this pathetic hoo-ha. I mean, I got accused of not even supporting Green Party, because apparently I'm supposed to not defend people who are not in the Green Party. Well, sorry, but if I will always say, if I think someone's done right or wrong, regardless what party they are or whatever, I will. I'm not some sort of one of these brainless thickies, you know, like the left wingers who have to constantly say or criticise conservatives and say they should all die in hell or something. I mean, it's nonsense. You know, I'm sorry. I know people are supposed to go with that mantra of being a thick, stupid plonker in the left, but I'm not. I mean, I don't consider myself left-wing in that regards. Oh yeah, and apparently people now accusing me, I had people on Twitter accusing me of being right-wing. I went, oh right, that's fine. That's how thick you are. And then some silly twit comes out with one of these really left-wing meaningless statements as if she was trying to be clever. I presume it was a woman, it could have been a bloke. You're the problem for defending a man or something. Oh, I thought, sod off. Are these people for real? This mantra garbage. Do you think it has any effect? Do you think I'm really impressed by them? Oh, you're so clever, quote, retweeting something I've read thousands of times by everyone just posts it. They just copy and paste it. I'm sorry, but if you think you copy and paste some boring rubbish line which has no meaning at all, and you're thinking I'm going to be impressed with how clever you are, you're not. You're coming across as thick as crap. And in fact, the person who posted it has blocked me now. That was funny. Okay, back. So anyway, so what we've got is a rather silly situation where the left are now, they've got themselves a bit confused because they don't understand what they're posting. They're basically saying white middle class women are not terrorists. Oh, you just realise that these people are actually deep down racists. That's what they are. They're also sexist as well. They don't really believe, they're more sexist than anyone. And yeah, they call everyone right wing. What a pointless. Do they think anyone really gives a rat's ass now when they hear that? It means nothing. You can call me a Nazi. You've called everyone a Nazi. Let's just call each other Nazis, you bloody idiots. If that's what you think I get the same thing. They can't argue the case. I ask them what he's done wrong. That's what I've been asking people all day. They've been saying, oh, you must be stupid. I've gone, well, just tell me what's he done wrong. I don't see what he's done wrong, do you? He's just he clearly admitted that he was in fear and that he didn't know she hadn't a weapon. So it was in the right, wasn't it? Unless you're saying he's a liar. Or perhaps you're saying that the alarms were not real. Were they not going off? Is that what you're going to say? Or perhaps you're going to say women have never assaulted anyone. Perhaps you're going to say terrorists never exist and no one throws acid over anyone or anything. It's completely disgraceful thing to say. But anyway, that's me for today. I'm hoping this records. I'm having to use external power.